story time. I got this gorgeous email that had like this picture story in this door, and I was like, ugh. That's why I clicked it. Then I went to it, and you scroll down the site, and the things move, and it's so pretty. And so that in itself just made me want to go. Can we just take a minute to appreciate how beautiful this thing is? This is the program. Just look at this. I met my friend Naomi, which I don't think we actually got a picture together, which is kind of sad. But I met her for the first time because she wanted to go and didn't have a car. I have a car down here, and so it worked out. She got a place for us to stay. But anyway, that's not really important. What's important is we went, and it was awesome. I want to tell you about it. There were a whole bunch of different people that spoke, and they were all really good, so amazing. But I know I'm not going to be able to talk about them all, so I just want to say for right now, everybody that spoke was so inspirational and really good, and thank you. I went, not that they would be watching this, but for the people that are watching it, I'm not saying anybody wasn't great. They were all great. They were all good. I'm not going to get a chance to talk about all of them. You should just go and research all of the people. That's what I did before I went. Some of them had TED Talks. I watched those. Some of them have websites. Go look at those. They're all really cool people. I got to meet some of them. That was really neat. I got to meet Brad and his wife, Christy. Christy and I had this conversation that started about polka dots. I had no idea who she was, but I was like, hey, I like your pants. They have polka dots, and my pants have polka dots. So we started talking, and she likes graphic design and cardboard, and I like kids, and she likes kids. So we were talking about stuff, and then I realized, like, oh, you're Brad's wife. Okay, that's really cool. I met Brad. I looked him up when I was looking up everybody, and I thought, like, you know what? I feel like I would click with this guy. Like, he sounds a lot like me, sounds like my kind of person, and I really wanted to meet him, but I usually feel like an awkward fan or something, and I don't want to go up and be in their way, but somebody at the conference like encouraged me to go, and just like, she said, be brave and go talk to him, and so I did. And I don't even remember what I said. I was just like spouting stuff, but he was really nice, and he gave me a hug on the last night. I asked if I could get a picture with him and Christy, and so I did. The most awesome part about meeting people was on the fourth floor. They had the treehouse, teeter-totter. It had some swings. It had giant Jenga. It had this little like cabin thing where you would go inside and write postcards. And they had this box where you could slot it in. And I wrote a few postcards, and I'm guessing that they're gonna pay for the postage, because I mean, like, I had no stamps or anything. I just wrote addresses and notes and stuff, so hopefully that works. On the first day, I went on the teeter-totter and just kind of sat there and waited for somebody to get on the other end, and I was like, if nobody else gets on, I guess I'll just have to do this by myself. But this girl came over, and she was like, can I get on? I was like, yeah, get on the other side. So we were like going on the teeter-totter, and she said, I haven't been on one of these since I was 5, and I was thinking, like, I get on these whenever I see one, so it hasn't been that long for me. But her name was Naomi, and she also went to college. I don't remember exactly where. I met Matt, accidentally spilled coffee on himself. Ted lives in Nashville, and he took us to this place to eat. By the way, the first day, lunch. We went to this place. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a really big line. I met Nicole and Steven and got a picture with them. It actually started out, I was eavesdropping on their conversation. It sounded really interesting, so I turned around, and they like included me in it, which that was really nice. But Nicole is like a sciencey person because she likes writing, and we just assumed that she was also at the story conference. She's like, no, I'm not here for that, but that sounds awesome. I'm sorry that I missed out. So we were telling her about it, and she like sat at our table with a whole bunch of other story people, and it was just so neat to just meet her. So many moments of just meeting people it was beautiful, and I'm so glad I got to do that. Nicole, yes. Let's accept Nicole's friend request. I haven't been on Facebook for like 4 days. Oh, I got a lot of notifications. Well, send him a friend request. I don't know.
probably doesn't remember who I am, but hi, Steven.
I met Messiah on the swings. I was swinging, he was swinging. Hi, so why are you here? And he said, because my parents are here. And his dad, he told me that his dad is a famous vlogger. Messiah pointed out that other people, he could tell that they were vlogging. He told me all about Minecraft. There was this one time he was being chased by zombies, and there were hundreds of them. So he made a portal, and he went through the portal into this, like, cloud place. He killed all of the zombies because they were coming through the portal too, and he couldn't go back through the portal. He was stuck in the cloud place, and all the zombies were going around him, and he was fighting them, and he killed them all. And then he made another portal to get out, and that portal took him in some place where he got stuck, and so he X'd out of the game and didn't save. So he's a very smart kid. So we found out that our ages are really cool, because I said that when I was his age, he was born, and then he proceeded to tell me that when he becomes my age, I'll be 30. That was kind of a wake-up call. Nice job, Messiah. I didn't get to see him after that, so I'm really glad I snagged the picture when I did, and I got to talk to him. I really didn't take a lot of pictures with people. So the first night got out at about like 5, and so we had a lot of time to do stuff in Nashville, but neither Naomi or I really knew what to do, and so we just like started walking, and we went to Broadway. I don't remember if it was Avenue or Street or whatever it was, but it like where all the bars are and the single people. Say hi, Naomi. Yep, there's the AT&T tower. We started walking, and I saw, like, up the stairs, there was, like, some trees and, like, a waterfall thingy, and so we walked up there and sat down, and then all of these birds, like, flocks of different kinds of birds were like swooping and going and huge blobs, and it looked like liquid the way that they were flying with each other, and they were like in swarms, like come around and like twist and go, and they were coming into the trees and out of the trees, and it was so loud. I was not expecting that in the middle of Nashville to have like this bird migration going on. It was just so awesome. Brad started off the conference with wisdom, wonder, and whimsy, and that really set a good tone for the whole thing. We talked about imagination and letting yourself be yourself. That was really encouraging. A lot of the speakers were Christians, but not all of them were, and this wasn't a Christian conference. It was just a conference for creative people who consider themselves storytellers, and that was a really awesome dynamic. I have a lot of notes from the different people that spoke. Oh, yes, Hannah. I got to meet Hannah. I didn't get a picture with her, which I should have. I have 2 pages of notes from her about writing. I'm excited to hopefully put stuff into practice. I mean, that's what I'd like to do anyway. And the last person I want to talk about was Hank. The last session, the stage was covered in plastic. Cups of paint were out, and then Hank came out and he was wearing all white. So I thought, oh, something exciting is going to happen. I don't know what it is, but it just made me really excited. Probably going to have paint all over himself. And by the end of his talk, he did. He talked about how those 4 different colors in particular, they can mean different emotions. That really resonated with me. I am a visual learner, and that stuck. So yeah, that was a really all over the place random talk about story in Nashville, but what do you expect? I'll put some links in the description. Look up all the speakers that were there, because you should, because they were all awesome. See what they have to say. And yes, this is an Oyen shirt. Goodbye.